the fun part. So I'll right click on Pycharm and run it as administrator. This kind of screen will open. So I'll click on new project and I'll go to this folder. I'll create a new folder. So I'll create 50 plus Gen AI projects. I'll click OK and then again I'll click OK. Make sure that you select the base interpreter as whatever version Python version you have installed. In my case it's 3.10, so I'll keep it as is and I'll click on create. It will create a new project. Along with that, it will also create a virtual environment. The advantage of using virtual environment is that whatever installation you do in your against this project, that will remain within the boundary of this virtual environment. So for example, you have another project wherein you have some different version of some libraries. So if you install a different version for this particular project, it will not impact your other projects. So it's always a good idea to use the virtual environment. Okay, so now my project has been created. Now I need to install some of the libraries that will be required for our projects, right? So there are two ways of doing it. First way is you will just go here and then click on settings, and then whatever project you have, for example in my case it's 50 plus Gen AI projects, I'll click here, I'll go to Python interpreter, click on plus icon, and whatever libraries I need to install, I'll click I'll just type it here. For example, I need to do Gradio, I'll just select Gradio, install package, and it will install Gradio for me. But there is another way of do it wherein we can install all the libraries all together. For that, what I'm going to do is I'll create a new folder, new directory. I'll give the name as installation. Okay, and now I create a new file inside this directory and I'll give the name as requirements.txt. Okay, I already have those libraries mentioned, so I'll just copy these libraries, and don't worry, I'll be sharing this code along with you, so you can just copy paste all these libraries. Just one thing you need to consider: if you do not have GPU or you are not using CUDA, then you just need to remove this CUDA part from here. Okay, so once I have added all those libraries, so I have added transformer, that is, as I mentioned earlier, I'll be using this library for all interacting with the models, diffusers that we'll be using for image part, transformers, and then Gradio, all these kinds. So some of the additional libraries we'll be using in the future, so I'll just have added it over here, so you can just copy paste. I save this file. Now what I need to do, I'll just right click here and then I'll click on open in and then terminal. It will open a terminal for me. Okay, and you see this is my virtual environment 50 plus Gen AI projects. Then I need to simply write a command pip install -r and then file name requirements.txt, and I'll click enter. It will start installing all these libraries, right, that is required for executing our project or running our project. Okay, it will take some time, so be patient and let it complete. Okay, so as you can see, all my libraries have been installed, right? So if you get this message, again you will back to that console starting message, virtual environment part. So it means that all your libraries have been installed. So there is one more requirement that we have, is to install PyTorch. So if you are using, if you are just using CPU version, you just need to install PyTorch for CPU using pip install torch command. But if you have GPU, then you just need to copy this whole text and then again put it inside Pycharm and paste it over here, and it will start installing PyTorch for you. Okay, so it will collect all the data and start downloading and installing on your machine. So let's wait for this to install as well. Okay, so my PyTorch is also installed. So from the installation perspective, we are good. Now let's start with our actual project. Okay.